Ayahuasca is an amazing substance made out of the bark of one thing and another plant whose name I don't remember, that hardly even grow in the same place and that have to be cooked together in a special way. And no one has any idea how the damn Amazonians figured that out. It looks impossible. And if you ask them, they say, well, the plants told us how to do it, which, you know, Western people don't find very helpful. But the shamans are perfectly happy with that description. And ayahuasca takes them apart. And it does that in part because it affects the serotonergic system very, very powerfully, like all psychedelics do. And it transports them to another world. What that means for the investigation of hallucinogens, I have no idea. And I would also certainly use the caution that Carl Jung developed when he was talking about hallucinogens, and he did that, I think, only a very brief number of times. And I think in relationship to Aldous Huxley's original work on mescaline experiences, he said, beware of wisdom that you didn't earn. And that's very, very smart. So I would say there's something to be learned about, there's a lot to be learned about hallucinogens. There may be something to be learned from them. But having said that, if you play with fire, you end up burnt, generally speaking. So all due caution is in effect.
So I see myself as an onion, and when I do ayahuasca, all the layers are peeling off, and my true source comes, and I can make a connection with my source and with the universe, and I sense the oneness and everything.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate to cure a chronic illness in the Peruvian Amazon. So I would like to get your perspective on it, because I feel like I'm pretty much involved, and I don't give guidance, but when people ask me, I tell them what it is like and to go for it. And
yes.
Maybe it's not a good karma or a bad karma, so I would like to...
It is fine, but it wears off, no?
Yes.
There's something that doesn't wear off. If you use some substance to, go inside, it is fine. It is life. We are doing it. I think everybody is taking some kind of substance to get out of their regular state, actually. In alcohol, we are doing that also to try and get out of this tight state of mind and things like this. People are searching, maybe not so consciously, but they're searching. And amongst them, ayahuasca is growing in some way because it is a natural, organic thing. But also its effect wears off. And that doesn't mean it's bad. It means during your trip, you see things and you understand, you come to the much more refined states of consciousness and you experience. And it's beautiful, but it wears off at a certain point. And then your experience just stays as a memory. What I am showing here is something which is not a substance. It is your natural state. Your natural state. When you look from this and you really understand, you really grasp, because the reflex is to keep going back to the old regime of identity and thinking. So for a while it will continue this to and fro, but gradually it will start to move more in the dimension of real self-discovery, because the fruits are immediate and you can taste it, that, wait, I am so much better, my mind is not so selfish, all of these things have gone when I'm here, you see. And then you have the sense that you come and go. Then gradually you come, if you're receiving the right guidance, you'll see that you are not the one coming and going. It's just the idea you have of yourself, which has been endorsed with a lot of energy and belief, is what is coming and going. And you come to see you're the one that doesn't come and go. You actually experience this. And then you have crossed over, you're cured of the illness of delusion. This is what happened. And thereafter, it's not that you are taking anything, some substance or something to get an effect, because the self is not an effect. Everything else is an effect. Even the sense of the person is an effect in consciousness. You see? So this is why I recommend. I don't say, don't do this. Don't. No, people are going to try. I'll just tell you that whatever you try outside is not permanent.